Hello students, today I want to show you HTML codes of a particular website. So here you can see reachstar.in. This is a website which I developed. So if you right click on any part of the page, there you will see view page source. Okay, so if you click on view page source, you can see the HTML codes of that particular page, right? So here you can see HTML. These are some things which you don't have to know. You can see here HTML tag is here, then head is there, then meta is there. Meta is also something which is used with other programming languages. Then here you can see title, reachstar, it's written here, so the title will appear here. Then again some metas are there, links are there. This div id, these things you have to I think the definition is there in your book, but you don't have to learn more about divs and all. So how links are given, you can see a div id menu is there, then unordered list which you got in the last class, li classes. You will know about these classes when you learn about CSS. Then linking also you will know later. Then again as you can see li, which is used for list, then unordered list is closed. Okay, so here you can see about us, learn, clients and contacts. So these are here, about us, learn, client and contacts. This is in a horizontal manner, but when you actually write list, it appears in vertical way. So here we have used some codes. Due to this, it is appearing in vertical way. When you learn these things on a higher level, you will see how to make them appear in a vertical way. Okay, so this is how you can see all the codes, and at last you can see body is closed and HTML is closed. So whenever you visit any website, just right click on it and click on view source code. You can see the source of that particular page. Okay, there is one more option, that is inspect. Okay, so when you click on inspect and select particular things, like suppose if you click on learn, then which codes are used, everything appears. Okay, so these things, that is margin, background, font color, this you will get when you learn CSS. Okay, so everything you will not understand, but just for your knowledge, and these things won't appear in, means it will not come in exam also. Just I want you to learn something extra. So right clicking and view source code, you will get the HTML code. Okay, today I will start with internet basics. HTML you practice at home. I'll give some extra questions after this class, means after the video is over you will get some questions and you try making those pages. Okay, so let's start with internet basics. So in introduction you will get networks are everywhere. So mainly internet is a net, it is an international network. Okay, so you will see networks everywhere. Any multiple things that are connecting together and enhance reach form a network. You have heard about terms like network of roads, network of rails and network of computers around the globe, the internet. So if lots means different roads are connected, we say they are network of roads. If different railways are connected, we say they are network of rails. Okay, but here we will be learning about different computers which are connected, and that is internet. Right now you are using internet to view this video, and so it is something which we are all depending upon. We all depend upon internet nowadays, whether it's like seeing the news or ordering foods or shopping. Almost everything is on internet. Maybe after a decade, after 10 years or 20 years, everything will be online. Maybe there won't be any physical money, everything will be like digital currency. I hope you have heard about cryptocurrency and all. So this will be the future. So internet and its component, there are different components in internet. First, as you all know, that internet is a computer-based worldwide information network. It can be assumed as an example of WAN. I think in class 8 you got different type of networks. Here also you will get one kind of network is WAN, that is wide area network. So when computers are connected across the country, I mean if the computers are in different countries, when they are connected, we can say that is a WAN connection. The internet is composed of a large number of smaller interconnected networks. Even you are part of a WAN because your computer is connected to a internet and you are browsing through the internet, so you are a part of this wide area network. This network may link tens, hundreds or thousands of computers, enable them to share information with each other and to share various resources such as powerful supercomputers and database, collection of data or information. So these computers can be 10 computers. Right now, if 100 students are watching this video, so you are all a part of one network. Then your network may be connected to another network, and we are all sharing some information with each other. Even a supercomputer can be a part of a network. The internet has made it possible for people all over the world to effectively and inexpensively communicate with each other. So it has become very easier and it has become inexpensive. Earlier you had to write letters, you have to post it, you have to travel, but nowadays you can send a SMS, you can send through WhatsApp messengers, or you can write email. So it has become inexpensive compared to postal. Unlike traditional broadcasting media such as radio and television, the internet is a decentralized system. Decentralized means it's a center. Radio, you will see there are lots of stations, different stations are there, different frequencies are there. In televisions also you can see there are thousands of channels are there. But in internet, it's just one thing. You can say it's a one world, a central system. Each connected individual can communicate with anyone else on the network, can publish idea and can sell products with a minimum overhead cost. So if you're connected to a internet and if another person is also connected, you both can interconnect, you both can communicate with each other. You can publish idea, there are blogs. You can write blogs and publish your ideas. You can also sell products through OLX or Quicker. You can sell products. Internet is not a thing which you can touch and feel. It is made up of many components offering various types of services. So internet is not a thing which we can touch or we can feel. It's a virtual thing. So there are different type of components which are all connected and together they make internet. So first thing we will see here is World Wide Web, www. So whenever we browse through internet, we might type only google.com, but at last you will see it converts into HTTP, then colon 2/ will be there, then www will be added. So this www is full form is World Wide Web. From the late 1960s to early 1990s, the internet was a communication and research tool used almost exclusively for academic and military purpose. So first internet was introduced in 1960, means earlier early of 1960 it was developed, but it was used from 1960 until 1990s only for research tool. It was used, means those colleges or universities they used, and only for military purpose it was used. But after 1990, what happened that every common people started using internet. This changed radically with the introduction of World Wide Web, or web in short, in 1989. So World Wide Web was introduced in 1989. The www is a set of programs, standards and protocols governing the way in which multimedia files are the documents that contain combination of text, graphics, video and audio are created and displayed on the internet. So in www you will see some programs are there. These programs you can say they are HTML or CSS, JavaScript, PHP, ASP. So these are different type of programs which is part of www. Standards are there, protocols are there. You will get different type of protocols like HTTP, FTP, and in internet you can see text, you will get photographs, different graphics are there, videos are there, audios are there, and overall all they form a www and they're displayed on internet. Before www, internet was mainly used for obtaining textual information. Only for text purpose it was used. But post www, the internet popularity grew tremendously because of the graphic intensive nature of www. So later it was used for graphics purpose also. Therefore we may attribute the explosions in use and popularity of internet to www only. The World Wide Web is also affectionately called the web. WWW was proposed between 1989 and 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee. Proposed in 1989, WWW became a reality with invention of HTML and a text browser. So internet will exist only if HTML is there, which you have already learned the first part, and text browser, there should be a browser. Okay, so HTML and text browser, through this we can browse through the internet. And Tim Berners-Lee, he started this World Wide Web. Internet is a computer-based worldwide communication network which is composed of large number of smaller interconnected networks. So internet is also known as international network. It is not given in this book, but you can note it down somewhere that internet is international network, and it is a computer-based worldwide communication network which is composed of large number of smaller interconnected networks. Small networks are connected, and overall we will get a internet. So there is a difference between www and internet. Most people think that www is a internet and vice versa, which is not true. A large part of internet is a World Wide Web. This made up of websites that have one or more web pages. So websites, there will be one or more web pages which are designed through HTML, and this part of internet that you probably use most of the time. But internet is not just the web pages that you see every day, it also consists of. So what does internet contains? It will contain forums where people can seek help and advice about a topic. Forums are some websites where you can seek some help, or if you know some topic, you can help people by giving advices or writing something about the topic. Research database which is used by universities and large companies. So the databases were used earlier, even now it is used by universities like Oxford universities. They use the supercomputers. Harvard University, they all uses some very fast computer which are also known as supercomputers for research purpose, and those supercomputers are also shared by some large companies. Usenet is a group where people discuss about a specific subject, from latest boy band to favorite pets. For example, Google groups. If you search on internet Google groups, you will see there is a group where you can discuss about various topics. Different type of topics you can select and you can discuss in that group. These are like similar to Facebook groups you have seen. So in Facebook groups also there are certain kind of groups where you can discuss about that particular topic which is already described in that group. It is really important. One is email and instant messaging system, which you already know about them. Emailing and instant messaging, which you use WhatsApp or other messengers that you use, they are known as instant messenger system. So internet consists all these things. It is really important to understand that internet is not the same as World Wide Web. The internet is also World Wide Web as Europe is to Germany. One is a container, the other is an item. So you can say World Wide Web consists FTP, email, and instant messenger, chatting, P2P, telnet. So these are all included in internet. Then internet terminologies. There are certain terms which we will be using now and then. The first you will get is client. So any computer on the internet that requests service from another computer on the internet, you all are clients, you can say. YouTube here is a server. Okay, so when I gave you the link and you clicked, so your computer will be requesting a service from YouTube server, or you can say YouTube is also a computer. So from there your mobile phone or your computer is requesting a service. So you all are client. Any computer that receive request from the client, so here you can say YouTube is a server which gets a request from the clients, that is from you. They process and send you the output. So here the video is the output. Web server responds to the web related requests. There can be other type of servers to handle different type of requests and actions. So different type of servers are there, they handle different type of requests. So what are the types of servers and all, you will not get here. When you go for higher study, then you will get different type of servers. For now you just you have to know that Google is also a server, Facebook is also a server. When you type or open the Facebook app, so your computer is a client or your mobile phone is a client which is asking services from the Facebook server, and they will respond by showing you your home page or the main page where you see all the feedbacks. Okay, that is server. Then web pages, you already have done HTML, so those pages are known as web pages. Any digital page document hosted on internet, they are known as web page. Then websites, in a website there will be lots of web pages, they will be connected and they will be designed in a certain way. Those are known as website. Then web portal, a website or a service that offers a broad array of resources such as an email, forums, research engines, among other. Example sites like MSN, Yahoo, India Time, these are all web portals where you get different type of information. So even Google is also a web portal. In Google, when you search something, you get a different type of list. So those lists means the websites where you can get different lists, they are known as web portals. Web browser, a program or a software on a client computer that retrieves information from the web. So web browser are a program, or they are also softwares that exist on a client computer, and they receive information from the web or from the server, like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Netscape, Mosaic, Opera, Safari, Linux. These are all web browser. So this client and web client both are different. Okay, you tell me the difference. A web client is a program or a component on a client side that requests and uses services provided by the web server. Here it was any computer on the network that requests service from another computer. So a client can request information from another computer. It may not be a server, but web client, they will request from web server. Okay, that's the difference between a client and a web client. Example of web clients are web browsers, a specific web page where component fetching information from web server, email program, file sharing programs, chat programs, etc. So those are all web clients. Even your applications or whatever apps you are using, they are all you can say they are web client, because they will request information from a particular server. But here this client, maybe it may not be asking a service from a server, it may be asking a service from another computer which is also connected to a same network. I hope the difference is clear. Then URL, whenever you type a website that is www.google.com, that is known as a URL, Uniform Resource Locator. It is a unique address of a web page on internet. Blog is a short form for weblog. So you can see BLOG. From here they have got blog, weblog. A blog is a web page that serves a publicly accessible personal journal for an individual. So a blog is written or handled by a single person, and it's like a journal. You can write your day-to-day experiences or a particular topic you can update there. A blog is a frequently updated online personal journal or a diary. But nowadays blog has been replaced by vlog, that is video log. So there are lots of video logs you will see on YouTube. So it's the same thing, when it is written, it becomes a blog. Blogger, the author of a blog is called a blogger. One who types those information in a blog, he is known as a blogger. A blogger is one who regularly writes and update entries in his or her blog. The action of writing a blog is known as blogging. So these 3 points, they are all connected. Whatever you type, it is known as a blog. You are a blogger when you type, and action of writing is known as a blogging. After that, newsgroup. Newsgroups are internet discussion forums where groups of users with common interests gather to discuss on a common topic of interest. So newsgroup is similar to the group which exists in Facebook group, where you discuss about common interests. So if there is a group related to music, you discuss only music there. If there is a group related to football, you will see that people all the posts are related to football. That is, newsgroup is also one kind of internet discussion forums. It's a website where different websites are there. Particular topic or people who has same interest, they gather there to discuss about that topic. Email, short form for electronic mail. Email refers to messages distributed by electronic means from one computer user to one or more recipients via network, mostly internet. So through internet, if you are sending a mail, that's an email, electronic mail. You all know about that. Then email address. So email address appears like this. The first part that is before the first part, that is before @ they are known as a username. Then @ after that edupiler is here, which is normally Gmail. So here you can see aurora.sumita, this is the username separated by @ and host is gmail.com. okay, so this is known as the host. So overall they are known as a email address. Web server, you got web client, now it's a web server. A web server is a computer that stores websites on the internet and deliver pages, web pages viewers viewers upon request. A web server is also known as www server. So web servers are generally programs or software that waits for a request from the web browser. Some example of web servers are Apache, IIS, Nix, GWS, NetSite. These are all web server. So here you can see a client is there. This client will send a request to the web server and the web server will reply. But these things are not just a simple way. There are lots of protocols are there. There are layers, then networks are there, devices are there. Some processings are done in this part of the server. Also some processing are done in this part of the client. So lots of processing. After that you get this information from a server. Though it appears like simply a computer sending a request and the server is replying to this client. Okay, so I hope web server is also clear. So difference it's given here, server and web server. A server is a computer or device on a network that manages network resources. A server serves requests mainly related to resources on the network, such as for sharing a resource like printer or sharing some storage information. So in a server you will see a computer or a device is there in a network that manages all the network resources. A server will request mainly related to resource on the network, means they will ask for sharing storage, or maybe they will be asked for they want to share some softwares, or they want to share some hardware. That's the use of a server. Then there are many different type of servers, such as file server or mail server or a web server. They have all different purpose. File server, you can just upload and download some file. Mail server, they will help you to send some mail or receive some mail. And web server, they have different purpose like viewing text, or you can say that they can also they will have some multiple purpose also. You will learn about these various type of servers later in this chapter. You will get these servers. This server you can see in our computer lab, where one server is there and around 10 computers are connected to that server. So you have already went to the lab in before 2020. So it has been a long time you have not visited the lab, but I hope you all remember how how it worked. You have to start the server and then you have to start rest of the computers, and all the computers which are connected to the server, if you turn off the server, all the computer gets turned off. That's a simple server. And web servers are the computers that deliver web pages. So you can say web server are part of internet. In technical term, we can say that they handle HTTP requests. For example, if you enter a URL in the browser, this sends a request to the web server whose domain name is edupiler.com. The server then fetches the page name index.html and sends it to your browser. Whenever you type any website name, the first page that you see is a home page, and normally all the home pages you will see index.html or you will find home.html. So these home pages you can see they are sent by the web server. Sometimes it is not visible. So what you can do, you can give a slash and type like this index.html. Either you will get the home page or it will give you a message that index.html does not exist. Then you can try home.html. There are other extension also like PHP, ASP, so it can be different, but normally you will find .html. So you can try and see. Services provided by server. So there are different type of services which are provided by a server. So first is equipment or resource sharing. High quality printers and photocopies are often designed to connect directly to a network, and all the authorities users can share the equipment. A server is responsible for such a resource sharing request. So most of the offices you will see there are only one computer or one printer or one scanner, and they are all connected to a particular server. Then the computers which are connected to that server, they can all use the printer. If the printer is used by, currently suppose one of the user is using that printer, and a second person wants to use the printer, then the second person's all the papers will be kept on hold, and when the first person ends the use of printer, then then the second person can use the printer. Even scanners are also connected and to a same server, and all the computers which are connected to that server, they can access that scanner. Mostly only one printer you will see, or sometime if the people, there are lots of people, then you will see 2 or 3 printers are connected to that server, but most of the time you will see only one printer connected. Then centralized file server. Centralized file saving for data sharing. So all the information are saved in the same server. Server helps the user save files to their home directories on the file server. Workers can load their documents on any network computer. So since only one server is there and all the computers are connected to the same server, then all these computers, they can save the information or the files in that particular server. Even in our school, when you typed some documents, it was all saved in the same server. So whenever you went to a lab class, you might have seen, even if you change your computer, if you are using the same username, you can access your file, because all the information are saved in that central server. Then centralized virus scanning. Most of the file servers run virus scanner constantly to detect and take care of viruses introduced by any user on the system. Since there are lots of users connected to the computer, to the main server, this server can be affected by some virus. So if one system affects the virus in that server, then all the computer might catch that virus. So centrally the server scans the server for any virus, and if any virus is there, it will remove that virus. Then centralized backup. High capacity tape devices in the file server backup all the users' work, usually every night. So all the computers, all the servers, they have a central backup system. You will see even if your mail, if you're using Gmail or if you're using any other mail, you will see you can access those mail from any devices, be it your mobile phone or any other laptop, or even if you're using a friend's mobile phone, you can access all your mail. And even if something happens to the server of Gmail, they can access all the file because they have a backup system. Just imagine if Flipkart or YouTube, whose server is a huge server, well, I think in YouTube you will see there are crores of videos are there. If something happens to the server of YouTube, then all the videos will get deleted. There won't be any access to those videos. So YouTube always keep a backup of all the videos in a different servers, because if someday something happens, if some virus affects the server or the server does not work properly, they can change the server and they can use the backup videos, or the backup which they have done, they can get back all the videos. That's why backup is required. Service provided by web servers. I'll stop here today. The video has already become very long, so I hope you have understood till here, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me, you can message me, and I'll be sending some HTML images. See that image and make a HTML page, and you send me the answer in my number, not in the group. Okay, thank you.